Hey, hi. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every single time. Folks, it's always tremendous to be back out here with all of you again. I'll tell you what, we've got some unfinished business in Karate Survivor. It's going to take place out on the construction site. Today, we're going to have a good time. We're going to be throwing down with the best of them, because of course we are. And we're going to drink some coffee along the way. If this is your first time seeing Karate Survivor, well, welcome to quite the video game. Quite the video game. This is a bullet heaven meets martial arts, and it has been ridiculously fun. And because it's a bullet heaven, it allows for prime coffee consumption. So, that said, cheers to all of you. What a time. What a time. Coffee and video games, the perfect combination, right? Or maybe you're out there doing tea or hot chocolate, whatever it is, a nice beverage and a nice video game. Good times. Good times. So, we have to survive for 19 minutes out here in order to be successful. And I am going to angle us towards both offensive and defensive options. I think this stage seems to start out a little tame, but it amps up quickly. And one of the other things is the enemies seem to do a lot more damage than the other enemies did in previous stages. And you're saying, well, Goat, of course it operates that way. Come on. Come on. We're going to go ahead and power up our attacks. Speaking of coffee, can I just say I am excited about a bag of coffee that I've got that's supposed to show up today. I love ordering new bags of coffee. Gets me jazzed up, you know? Something about trying something new and then being able to talk to all of you about it. All right. Yeah, I had no idea that this was even a feature, but when the channel got to 10,000 subscribers, which thank you again to all of you for the support, it's amazing, it opened up, what do we want to do here? You know, I think I'm going to go dodge chance. It opened up a new opportunity, this shopping area where, you know, I can tag products in the video, and I can pop them in the description as well. That way, you know, if I talk about something that you're interested in, it'll allow you to, you know, pick it up, of course, right? And I'm going to tell you up front, whether this is going to upset you or not, it probably won't upset anybody. I pledge to you right now, today, and going forward into the forevers, we're going to re-roll this. That was not a great re-roll. I think we're going to go block chance. I am never going to be the type of person that says, I got this new mop the other day. Let me tell you about this mop. You should pick up this mop. This mop is going to be great for you. If I talk about a product by which if you purchase it through this shopping channel, you'll be supporting the channel because we will get a small commission. It's going to be stuff that I actually use, and most of it is probably going to be coffee because of course it will. Okay? So that said, I'm glad we got that out of the way. We're going to go damage and extra radius. I know, it breaks the perfect blue streak we had going, but it is what it is. I'll tell you what, this health bar is going to break the blue streak we've got going if we're not careful here. My goodness. Let's go crit strike chance of 7%. That's healthy. Okay. Yeah, the horde is the horde's getting a little bit thicker, you know? So anyways, one of these bags of coffee that I'm talking about is part of the shopping relationships that have opened up, and I'm just excited to try the coffee. It sounds delicious. So more to come. Hey, 20% improvement. That's hard to get away from. Nothing to sneeze at there. Well, I'm tempted to do this, but I don't like that it's temporary. I always feel like I'm wasting an upgrade opportunity. So let's maybe pull this in too to get another attack. Well, all right, I'll hold out. See if we can get another blue or something in numerical order. We're gonna go with this. Okay. All right. Kind of just have to fight the horde off for a minute. Let's grab all the dinero here. Let's go crit damage plus another 10%. Take out Casey Jones. If you know, you know. Many of you know, and I'm glad for that. All right. Did anybody pick anything up during this Amazon Prime Day? I read that it's had a slightly slower start to things than it has historically. But you know, I feel like sometimes they say that, and then you know later on they go, "Oh my goodness, things picked up." You know. Let's go with the wider radius opportunity here. And now we've got some connected red attacks too. Never bad. Tell you what, I am hoping to find some health right away. Otherwise, today we're going to be the ones getting beat on. Nobody wants that, right? Oh, interesting. Okay, so we can electrify the puddle there. Let's do this. Can we... Okay, we are definitely stuck there. That's... It's a little bit of a problem, isn't it? Yeah, that is. Okay, all right. So... Let's come back in. Let's see what we can do here. So, you know, we are full up on toughness, which is great. Agility would be the next nice to have. This would be good to have as well. I think I'm probably a little bit light here. And you're saying, yeah, Goat, 1 out of 5, that's a little bit light. We tend to agree. Here's the thing, though. What you just saw there, that was all a warm-up run. Now, sometimes I don't preemptively warn about the warm-up. Sometimes they just happen, and that's okay. That's all right. That's all right for that to happen. So we're going to jump back in, and this is actually going to be the real run here. Oh, that was the room we were looking for. Now, that was a lot earlier than I wanted to do that, but maybe we'll get lucky here with some good stuff. Okay, hey, a 3 for right off the bat. Love it. Okay. No complaints. No complaints from me. We are getting off course right off the bat, aren't we? From 4 to 12. Well, then I'm just gonna go biggest radius. I like the piercing, so we'll do that. Oh, some area defense. All right, let's do that. All right, what are we gonna get for our trouble? Let's go strike damage this time. Oh, nice. That's really great. Okay. I think pickup range this time. Yeah, so I was in the middle of asking about the Amazon sales and whether anybody picked anything up. I will tell you that I did pick something up, indeed. I'm gonna put the jump kick right over there. And you know, I picked up some nice stuff for myself. I picked up a pack of socks. Okay, because you know what? New socks are really nice. They're really nice. And it was time, you know. I've gotten to a point in my life where when I take off a sock and it's got a hole in it, I put it in the garbage. Now, in the past, I would have held on to that sock before there were 18 holes in it, right? But I've changed my ways. You know, I feel like I've arrived a little bit. And the first time I did it, I thought to myself, this is the first day of the rest of your life you're out here doing this. My goodness, what a time, you know? My wife was proud of me, you know? And sometimes it's hard to make the wife proud. But she was, you know, I was getting cheered on a little bit. It was nice. So we're gonna put this over here, and maybe we're gonna end up with a nice set of connected attacks. After all, I don't know. We'll have to see where this goes. All right. Okay. Can we? Yep. All right. Good. So I'm thinking. What am I thinking? I'm thinking strike range on this one. Perfect. All right. Let's go back and grab these stacks, and we're gonna do crit strike chance. And I think I'm gonna angle this backwards here so that we can go grab the cup of noodles that we saw previously, right? At least that's the plan. We'll see if that pans out for us. The horde is getting wild out here. Maybe I'm still underpowered. I don't know. Here we go, though. Look at this. Combo damage plus 80%. Nice. All right. Perfect. Let's grab our cup of noodles. This will be great for us. We're going to do this. Okay, let's, what? Okay, so apparently got to be careful with getting too close to the walls because it'll kick off the unintended backflip. All right, that worked out pretty well. Oh boy. I am gonna re-roll in this situation, and we're gonna go strike range plus 10%. And I think we're gonna go stork here. Keep the dollars coming. Boy, I'm between these two, if I'm being honest. We're gonna go that route. I'd like to find another building with a cup of noodles and a case for us so that You know, we've got one sitting there at the ready, and then we can just hang out there for a little bit. Kind of similar to what we did last time with hanging out and fighting near the health. I think that's kind of a good way to do it in this game. All right. So yeah, I got some socks, okay? I know, not a terribly large purchase. Hey, there's our health. And we might actually be cashing this in a little bit sooner than originally planned with the way this is going. There's another VHS over there. Well, I think we'll go movement speed. All right. Let's pop in there. Mm-hmm. I like some block chance. All right, guys. Make way, make way. We're coming through. Perfect. Well, I think we're gonna stick with that in hopes that we can complete the combo that we've got going. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, that was pretty awesome. Ooh, that's phenomenal. Let's go strike damage. We're gonna have a few level ups here happening. Ooh, look at this, 20%er. Holy cow. Now we're talking. So at least critical strike chance plus 10%. Here, buddy. Or we could just fill the whole thing out. All right, we're gonna do this. Well, we got another level up here, and I think we're gonna do this. You know, because we are handing out bleed occasionally. Oh, wow. Another magnet, huh? Let's do that. I think we're gonna come down here a little bit. Oh, didn't mean to grab that. Didn't mean to grab that. That is kind of a bummer. We could have let that hang out there for a while. Oh well, here we are, here we are. It's okay. All right, I think we're gonna go strike range. And you know, maybe we can get another cup of noodles to drop along the way. Weapon damage plus 30%. Well, I suppose we'll do it just because it's so high. I would prefer it to go into attacks. Another VHS. Of course, if we get the requisite amount of VHS tapes, it's going to spit out piles and piles of money, just like in real life. All right, so let's see here. We got the magnet going. Let's do this. And let's do this if we can. Can we do that? Yep, we can. Perfect. All right, I think that's an easy decision. 15%. Nice and substantial. Okay. Well, we'll do that one. One of these next times, I think I am just gonna add the last attack position in. Okay, we'll go strike range. I feel like strike range is getting really good, actually. All right, there we go. I think we'll go movement speed again. So, are we ready to maybe move on from this area? Feel a little bit more breathing room somewhere else, perhaps? Boy, the range on that last attack is wild. Yeah, absolutely. And let's do, yeah, why not? Okay, I feel like we are at a point where we can handle the larger sized horde now instead of having to run away. I'm gonna go with pickup range here. Let's see if we can get over there. A hard time sometimes lining up the horde to get hit by the level obstacles. Ooh, nice. Cheers to all of you. If you're having a good time out there, do me a favor, hit that like button. It'll help more people see this video and learn about the game. Some of you have commented across these videos that you ended up picking up the game and you're having a blast with it. Love hearing that. Love hearing that. All right. What is that? Oh, he's buffing the enemies. Okay, well this shall not pass. So that puts a stop to that. We're gonna go crit strike chance again. Gonna grab that. So that's lovely. And we are going to grab this. Perfect. Who thinks that maybe we can find another room with health and a case? I think it's worth taking a look, right? All right. Well, we're going to go jump kick, and that'll add a nice little floofsy to that. You know about the floofsy do. A little bit of fire for that scarecrow, the blue kind. Okay. Oh man, that would have been great to nail that whole group with that. Oh well. Alright, Do we have maybe an elite encounter coming up? Is that what I'm sensing here? Oh, all right. Nice food drop there. I'm gonna go pick up range. We are at 10.5 out of the 19 we need. And I was going to say I'd love to take care of those enemies with the knives, but we have accomplished that task. All right. Well, I don't love any of these, so we're going to go block chance, add some defensive. And there is the elite. I love that our reach is powered up the way it is. And some of these attacks just have an excellent range on them too, like this one. Oh, look at this. What a gift. What a gift. That's outstanding. All right, we're gonna go range. Yeah, this is looking phenomenal so far. And we are going to take crit strike chance. It's probably getting to a point now from a chance standpoint where we're going to see those pop off quite a bit. We will certainly put another point into the stork. And while we could move around, it is hard to walk away from food, you know? So I think we're probably just gonna hang in the area for a little bit. I mean, this is working out, right? If it ain't broke, don't do the thing. Right? Isn't that what they say out there? I had to send somebody an email yesterday because I needed them to update a report, and this is something that, you know, happens every week, and it's the same message. Hi, can you please, you know? And so this time I just said, hi, please do the thing. You got a chuckle out of it. It's the small things, folks, right? In the workplace, you got to look for those opportunities. All right. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so we got the guy that likes to provide buffs on the scene again. It's like the only thing he's missing is a donut. If you know, you know. All right, well, we don't have this yet, so we're gonna power that up. Yeah, we don't need the cup of noodles just yet. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, still playing No Rest for the Wicked for the Tinner series. That was the new game that was picked, and I'm having fun with it. I was mentioning in one of the videos that I think I realized why it was picked now. That game is challenging, and I think some of the Lucky Tower type of fans maybe put their vote in for reasons. You know, they knew the GOAT was going to expire. You know, there were going to be a lot of warm-up runs happening, right? It's a tough game. If you haven't played No Rest for the Wicked, it's fun and it's difficult. It's a little bit of a... Well, it's got some Soulsborne action going for it, you know, in some ways. But it's an enjoyable experience. Having fun with it. That first video will post this Friday, and I think it's going to be a longer adventure. That game, well, it seems quite packed in all the best ways. All right. Oh my goodness. Sometimes the timing just doesn't time up accordingly, you know? The horde's there, your attacks aren't there. You know what? I feel like they have been allowed to stand here for, well, a little bit too long, maybe. And so we're gonna remove them, because at some point we're going to want to leave, and I want to have the option to leave, right? All right. They are a sturdy type, and I wonder if they're getting added protection from all the green goop in their hair. You know about the goop, right? Well, hard to walk away from 13%, let's be honest. All right. Ooh, we got two things of the noodles now. Well, that's exciting. All right, we're gonna add to the uppercut. Yeah, I think that we can survive for another 3 minutes, especially with the 2 health drops right near us. So I'm feeling pretty good about the chances overall. Let's go ahead and put this in our favorite move. And we're gonna just step up a little bit here. Boy, the range is just phenomenal. I know I'm repeating myself a little bit here, but it is tremendous. All right. I don't love any of these, and so I guess we'll go with this time. Great way to clear the horde out. Okay, I think we'll put into this. Let's go crit damage, because the crits are popping off pretty often. Some might even call us a regular crit commander, you know what I mean? Somebody spotted that reference the other day in the comments. I appreciated that. Look, I have love for Jay and Silent Bob. I know they're vulgar. They're not for everybody. I actually know somebody that went on a Jay and Silent Bob cruise where they were on the ship, you know, over the period. They had a bunch of events with the two of them. That would have been fun. All right. Maybe beating them with a pipe would be more effective. All right, let's go ahead. This is now all powerful. I'm gonna take us back over here. I'm also gonna do this. Go ahead and grab that. We're coming up on our last minute here. We'll go status effect duration. Oh, wow. Another big jump. Mantis defense unlocked. All right. Grab a final sip here. Cheers to all of you again. Oh, hey, all right. We'll take a case. Outstanding. And we are going butterfly. Oh, here we go. Brick. Okay, Brick is throwing mines. Which tells me we need to get rid of Brick right away before he pollutes the battlefield in a way that we probably won't like. Oh, no. All right, we're going to get out of there. Oh, I think he just threw that in like a boomerang-ish pattern, actually. So that wasn't nearly as bad as it looked. Okay, let's go. Well, it doesn't matter at this point, does it? Because old Brick is going down. With the rest of the bosses we've met along the way. Yes, all right. That arcadey victory noise is quite pleasing every time. And now we're looking at the final level here, the subway. Movement Master. All movable environment objects now cause slow. All right, great, good. Folks, we did it again. Another entry in the Karate Survivor series, and if you have not had a chance yet to do the thing, please do the thing. You know what I'm talking about. Let's do this again sometime soon. We'll get together and play a roguelike or a roguelite because, of course, we will. That's what we do every time out here because they're the best, but you're also the best. I really appreciate all the support, folks. We are going places, and where we're going, we don't need roads, right? Today's Thursday. My goodness, it is flying by. So tomorrow we will have the first entry in the Tinner series. No rest for the wicked if you voted it in. Maybe you want to consider channel membership and checking that out. You'll be supporting what we're doing out here even more. I really appreciate it, folks. Take care out there, and we'll see you again next time. Goodbye.